Previously, I talked about the hidden realities of working lives for women. How so many are restricted by their family and simply not allowed to leave their house. They have no choice but to be a housewife. I proceeded to ask the women who told me that they were housewives, so 99% of them, what they think could be done to solve this issue. How could this cycle stop? How could the economic and social opportunities for women be improved? The only reply I got from each and every household was to increase the education for women. This concept, education, seemed to be a path to freedom for them. This is something I would usually fully agree with. Education does have the power to transform lives, especially for girls growing up in slums in India. Girls from these marginalized communities often face significant barriers to education and employment, which can limit their potential and opportunities in life. However, when girls are educated, they are more likely to break free from the cycle of poverty, avoid early marriage, and pursue careers outside of home. One of the biggest benefits of educating girls from slums is that it reduces the chances of them becoming housewives. Education empowers girls with the skills and knowledge they need to pursue careers and become financially independent. With the right education, girls can develop marketable skills, build networks, and access job opportunities that would otherwise be out of reach. In addition, educating girls can help break the cycle of poverty that often traps families in slums. Educated girls are more likely to delay marriage, have fewer children, and invest in their family's health and education. By breaking the cycle of poverty, education also has a positive ripple effect on future generations. Unfortunately, girls from slums face numerous barriers to education, the greatest one being poverty, discrimination, and a lack of resources. They often have to contend with poor infrastructure, overcrowded classrooms, and a shortage of qualified teachers. In addition, girls face significant social pressures to conform to traditional gender roles, which can discourage them from pursuing education and careers outside the home. She had been educated till. Many of the mothers had an education, some till grade 8, some till grade 10, and some had completed their entire education. However, they were still housewives. At this point, I was questioning whether education can really help a girl get a job when living in the slums. As previously discussed, families prevent girls from leaving the house even when they are educated. Sometimes girls are married off at a young age. In fact, I remember asking one particular family what makes them think that their daughters will have an outcome different from theirs. Why do they feel so confident that an education can get their daughters out of this cycle when it failed to get them out? One of the main replies I received was that they would support their daughters as they know that what it feels like to be forced to be a housewife against their wills. Education for a long time has been a solution to many of the world's most pressuring issues, including poverty, inequality, and social unrest. However, despite its many benefits, education alone is not enough to solve these complex and multifaceted problems. There are many reasons why education cannot solve all these issues. First and foremost, education alone cannot address systematic issues like poverty, inequality, and discrimination. These issues are deeply entrenched in society and require structural changes to be addressed. For example, while education can help individuals overcome poverty, it cannot address the root causes of poverty, such as income inequality, lack of access to resources, and political corruption. Secondly, education is not always accessible or equitable. Many marginalized communities, such as those living in slums, face significant barriers to education, including poverty, discrimination, and a lack of resources. Even when education is available, it may not be of high quality or relevant to the needs of the community. In such cases, education may actually reinforce existing inequalities and social hierarchies rather than challenging them. Thirdly, education does not guarantee employment or economic stability. While education can provide individuals with the skills and knowledge they need to succeed in the job market, it cannot create jobs, nor can it guarantee that they will be able to secure employment that pays a living wage. In many cases, individuals with advanced degrees and specialized skills may still struggle to find work due to factors beyond their control. I remember as I was going house to house, there was one girl who was there sitting next to her mother called Karina, who was around 15 years old. And she told me that she would do anything to be a police officer. She would fight as hard as necessary to do so. This pure desire of hers was evident to me, making me think, did her mother also once have a desire like this? Is a desire alone enough to help break a cycle?